All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Next double honor to the elders of GMS, known as Great Millstone, and peace and blessings unto the elect, the Bayasha, the Wada, the House of David, Shalom, Akim, Yabashim Shai, Barakathum to the elect. All right, Khan, Shalom, Wabarakim, Labakarim, Shal Yasha'Allah, meaning peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. All right. Khan, that's what it's all about. And brothers, we coming into the time where you're gonna have to measure out the time diligently in itself. Meaning basically because you gotta know the time that you're in, and to know the time and the seasons that you're in. Because really only the Most High knows, but he could give us, all you gotta do is pray to the Lord that he give you that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But if you really want to know what time and season you in, you're going to have to ask the Lord for some knowledge, man. Because without knowledge, you ain't going to know nothing. You ain't going to know what's happening out here. And that's what we do within our prayers, man. We ask the Lord for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, just like King Solomon. He was in that same spirit as well, So the Lord blessed him for that, because he prayed for that. He didn't pray for riches and stuff like that, like carnal possessions and all that. He prayed for something that was, highly spiritual, man. So, we got to come in that same spirit too, But yeah, brothers, I just want to mention how, you got to mention out the time diligently in itself, because, hey, you got to know what time and season you in, man. Which, hey, Lord's will, I could get that in a bit, because the scriptures do speak of that. It talks about how there's a time and a place for everything, roughly paraphrasing. That's, basically done under the sun. But, Lord's will, I make this lesson edifying, because, like I said, we don't have too much time left here in Babylon, man, So, like I said, we're hoping that judgment that the Lord, he sends that judgment speedily, man, Because, hey, that's what the Lord finna do. He's finna send that judgment speedily, man, Because you got people, they out on the streets walking naked. You got people that are just bugged down in the hospitals. You got people that are drunk. People that are just fools, man. That are just a bunch of clowns, man. They don't have a clue what's going on, man. Okay, so these people, they're gonna be tormented for that, man. They're gonna receive judgment from the Lord. The Lord's coming with judgment. And that's what's finna before Babylon. Nothing but judgment, all right? But Khan, I'm gonna start with this first precept. This is let me see what I can get. Khan, this is 1 Corinthians 11:9. It reads, "Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." Khan. Because you have to understand there's a certain order. You got to understand Adam, which, going back to the man, which was Adam, he was created first. Like I said, going back to the man was created first. Adam, which was Adam. So he was created first. He was created before the woman. And, hey, through the spirit, I've been mentioning that lately because, hey, these women, they have to realize that, man. They have to accept that, man. Although they might not like it, to hell with them, man. Fuck them. If they don't get down with this, then fuck them, man. Who cares? Because this truth ain't for everybody anyways. You gotta understand. These women try to debate and argue about that too. Oh, it's about us. That's all you saw in school, man. I think by the time I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I would see like girls wearing that shirt, "Girls Rule." Nah, man, fuck that, man. The real rulers are gonna be the 144,000, which are the elect men. Which are the elect. The elect. They're all men, which are all men. The elect, which are all men. They're all men. Those are the real rulers, man. So like I said, yeah, we finna get all that back, man. This Ecclesiastes 10:8, it reads, matter of fact, let me see where I could start. Oh, I could start at verse 6. It reads, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Yeah, because we're the true princes of the power, man. And we walk as servants, But you have Esau being that servant upon horse. Because he's a servant too. He's going to be a servant in the kingdom. Shit, we're going to be the rulers. We're going to be the princes. We're going to remain princes. We're going to be princes forever, man, Shalakia. Yeah, so Esau's that servant upon horse. Because not only did he put a yoke of iron upon Jake's neck, but as he was on that horse, he was whooping Jake's ass, man, Jake's back, and shit. But yeah, it says he that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh an hedge, a serpent shall bite him. Yeah, because in the scriptures it tells you how basically how shall not that day be darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or leaned his hand upon the wall and a serpent bit him. Hey, the Lord could turn men into serpents, because that serpent back in the garden was actually a man. So, hey, the Lord could have men turn into serpents. I'm talking about like their actions. They can act like a snake. They'll bite your ass, man. Meaning the Lord, the way I'm trying to explain is how basically the way the Lord could turn these men into serpents is like they'll come after you. They're gonna come after you, woman. They're gonna fucking, or even you men. You're gonna have certain men turn into hunters. Which the scripture tells you be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, but yeah, the Lord's gonna literally turn certain men into serpents, meaning like how the Lord, he gonna have them chase you fucking you people out there, you fucking people out there, man, and they gonna bite your ass. You got certain men that are rapists too, so you gotta watch out. Gotta be careful on these streets, man, because that's what goes down in jail, man. Dudes get raped, dudes get hurt, dudes get into fights, and you got pedophile shit happening there, like pedophilia, whatever you call that shit, like some weird stuff going on in there, man. Weird shit, like gay stuff. It's funny because you got gay men that actually end up in jail. But yeah, these niggas is through, man. And as you see on the top, it says judgment on the earth. Yeah, the Lord is definitely gonna send judgment, man, because in the Apocrypha, it tells you how because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, so how basically the kingdom is translated from one people to another because, since the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom suffered violence, yeah. And the violence taken by force, roughly paraphrase, because these people, they biting and tooth and nail to keep their kingdom, man. So that's why the kingdom suffer violence because, and the violence taken by force because these people, they're going to force Jake to take the chip and all that shit, man, to take the, the vaccine, all that, man, which they've already begun to do. But yeah, it speaks of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, yeah. So the kingdom has to be translated because these people, they have taken advantage of Jake, man. They trying to, they want to put us to death, man, And we ain't, we're against these devils, of course, because they have they have a, that they have had that perpetual hatred. But I don't want to say, we pray that the Lord keeps a hedge and protection over us by way of using the angels, But these devils, they have had that perpetual hatred, so we have something against them. But it's not like we going out to hurt these devils or kill them or fuck them up. Nah, man. We're just preaching this word. When we go out there, we're just teaching this word. But here it is. These devils fucking hate us for it, man. They hate us. All right. But Khan, and it also talks about in the Apocrypha how like because it talks about how riches gone by the sea. Yeah, because it speaks about how a rich man, when he speak, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith, they extol it to the clouds. Yeah, because these people that have got riches by the sea, these rich people, man, when they speak, man, the people extol it to the clouds, man. They love to hear rich people and rich men speak or whatever. That's why you think you got nothing but people turning on the TV. You got mad people just turning on the TV listening to these rich people, man, and they extol it to the clouds. They love it. They go on all on the media and talk about it. This is why judgment has to happen on earth. That's why it says judgment on the earth, man. Khan. But Khan, this is Isaiah 24:5. It reads, the earth also is defiled other than inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Yeah. And these devils, that's why they're not going to be under a new covenant. They're not going to have the covenant for themselves, man. These devils are through, man. They have no righteousness dwelling within them, man. But, yeah, let me see the time on this. Yeah, pretty much I'm going to end it there. I don't want to tell you brothers will edify. It's like a con. Lord's will. I don't want to tell you brothers will edify with that. Shalom, Akim, Yabashim, Shine, Barakatam to the elect.